Hello, it's Susan from the Spicy Boudoir. I'm your Maven. Thank you so much for joining in. You're about to witness my world premiere of My Face. Okay, it's me putting my makeup on, which I've never actually done on webcam before to strangers. I'm happy to do it in front of girlfriends, my daughter and my partner. But you, my friend, this is the first time you've seen me do it on webcam. And yes, there's a pun in there. So enjoy. Any questions, please drop me a line through the website, thespicyboudoir.com. And I just want to say, if you're watching this and you crave change in your life, just do it. Nothing is going to change unless you initiate the change. That's my advice from someone who's lived change all her life. Okay, enjoy. Hi, it's Susan here from the Spicy Boudoir. Today I'm going to do something that I've never done in public before, and that is put on my face. I've stripped off naked at the beach. Don't have any issues with that. I have no issues going out in public with no makeup on either. But I've never actually let anybody else watch me do my makeup. So apart from my partner, Kenneth. So anyway, this is me each morning. I'll throw my curlers in, and yeah, I'm probably doing it wrong, but I don't care. All I'm aiming for is a bit of volume and just smooth out my wiry grey hair. And so when I only wash my hair probably once a week. It's all natural. There's no artificial colours in it anymore. And I love my grey. Took me about 18 months to transition. I have a fabulous hairdresser, Mr. Fox. How are you? And yeah, so I tend to just bung it in. Look, I don't know what size they are. 4 centimeters, 45. I've also got bigger ones too, but I'm not too impressed with the quality of these. They don't grip as much, and I may have bought them in a cheapie, but I'm pretty sure I got these ones at Priceline, and they work pretty well. So nearly there. So I haven't got my hairdryer beside me, but after this process I would just blast them with a bit of heat. Sorry, I just knocked my microphone. I might just do that one there. And the cat loves these. I'll find them everywhere sometimes if she gets into that bag. Alright, so just imagine I've hit them with the hairdryer to warm them up, and I'll let them cool. Now I've already applied my primer. I use a silicone based primer from Iridis Cosmetics, and I'm also going to use excuse me, Iridis eye primer. This is fantastic. I use this as my base eyeshadow and also primer on my lips as well when I remember. And I've got a foundation and powder and a bit of bronzer for shading and some eyeshadow lippy, the general run. So I've already done my primer. Now I'm pretty much a fingers girl when I put on my foundation. If I was going to a special event, I would use a brush. I don't really care about under eye concealer unless I know I'm going to have my photograph taken, which could happen anytime, I guess, really, but it doesn't worry me. So just make sure I take it right out to my hairline and blend. Now here's something you didn't know, and I don't mind talking about this because I've had to deal with this my whole life. When I was 16, I noticed, actually I didn't notice, somebody else pointed out to me. They said to me, "Oh, do you know you've got black hairs on your face and on your neck?" And no, I didn't know. And when I looked, they were everywhere, and I was absolutely horrified and bloody shocked. And so, what did I do? I shaved them. Bloody worst thing I could have done. I should use a brush to apply this. I'm sorry, Peter Gay. That's Peter Gay McLaughlin is in Melbourne. She used to be a lawyer, and she loves makeup, so she developed her own makeup company called Iridis Cosmetics. I know that's back to front. I'll tell you, those girls are bloody fantastic. So, and I'll just use the primer. Make sure the lid goes back on. Anyway, to go back, yeah, so I bloody, at 16, started to shave, and I had hair here, also down my sideburns, and in the middle of my chest as well. And I guess this would have been the middle of the 80s. And my mum, she knew, and I guess she didn't know what to do. She did nothing. I should have actually gone to see an endocrinologist at that time, because obviously something was out of whack. I remember not having my period for about 6 months, and anyway, cut a long story short, it wasn't until I was in my mid-20s and I had a girlfriend who was a nurse, and she talked to me about it and gave me some information about hirsutism, and I have polycystic ovary syndrome, so lots of cysts on my ovaries, which puts a lot of things out of whack for my body, and I've just learnt to live with it. I don't care. I never used to shave in front of anybody, but I don't give a fuck anymore, to be honest with you. I do it in front of my partner, and we make a bit of a joke about it sometimes. And here's my barber from Seville. I'm always the one. So, anyway, so ladies, my tip to you, if you have facial hair, for God's sake, go and get it treated. Go and see an endocrine specialist. Also, I did some IPL laser work on my sideburns and my top lip. Fantastic. It worked a treat. What I regret is that I didn't do this soon enough. And of course, I'm grey on top. And now my facial hair and everywhere is grey. And IPL, it doesn't respond to IPL. So while it has reduced incredibly, I just wish I had done that 10, 15 years ago. So IPL. Okay, so back to my makeup routine. I have learnt some tips from Peter Gay down at Iridis Cosmetics. They're in Melbourne. She runs, so I'm just making room on my very cluttered desk. She runs a glamtorial where you go into their makeup rooms, and she'll teach you how to do your makeup, and it was one of the best investments I made. So I used to fuck this up all the time, but she set me straight. So I don't know what number brush that is. All I know, it's flat. See, you can see the profile. It's not round. And I'm going to do my crease with a bit of colour. So I'm going to do my day wear makeup today. I'm not going for evening. But basically, the steps I'm taking would be the same. And I'll show you the palette that I'm using. I love a bloody bargain. I was at the chemist and they had their bargain bin and they had these Revlon palettes for $5. So I rang my daughter, took some photos and said, "Which ones do you want, love?" And yeah, we've got a couple of different palettes. So, yep, so it's got eyes, lips, cheek and face, and these are sort of beigey browns, the warmish colours. So, okay, so I basically just do my arch. I don't worry about doing my lid because that primer for me that's all I need. I don't need to mess around with any other colour. Now I'm just looking for my chiselled pencil. And okay, so my next two brushes, and this is what I learnt from Peter Gay, and also another makeup tutorial person I've been following is Game Face by Kat, Catherine Elizabeth. She's an Australian actress living over in Vancouver, and she does a wonderful makeup tutorials online, and can sort out your makeup bag. So I've got a chiselled brush, right? And then I've got the round tip brush, which is for blending. And I understand now this is the secret to eye makeup. Excuse me. So basically what I'm going to do, if I find my other palette, I really like, I've just got shit all over my desk here, I'm really sorry, is this palette from Natio or Natio, how would you pronounce it? Natio. Again, all the browns and the greys and the darks. I love, they've got a black here, which I love, and I use it for my eyeliner and to, can you see me doing that? As I've got a mirror beside me, hang on, tick, move the mirror. Wayne Goss, eat your heart out. Oh, that was the other thing. I thought there's a guy, Wayne Goss from the UK, he's a makeup artist. He's got a beard and he's doing makeup. Well, I've got a beard, I can do makeup too. So that was another reason. Yes, I might look a bit Gumby doing this, but I don't care. I really just want to show women out there, if you've never worn makeup or you don't know how to wear makeup, stop complaining. Fucking, excuse my French. Just get out there and start learning. There's so much on YouTube and there's so much here in Australia. Okay, now that's all crooked as shit. It's not that great. I don't care. Alright, so now with this little blending brush, I'm going to sweep it in and blend. Sweep and blend, sweep and blend, sweep and blend. I know you could do this so much better than me, Peter Gay and Catherine Elizabeth. But I do feel a bit awkward doing this sort of reverse like in the mirror. I must say, I really haven't set myself up properly with the best lighting either. But what I want to do is get this shadow out and across that crease. So I'm only basically going to use the two colours. I've got a lot of loose skin on my eyelid as well, and I'm looking at buying some of the eyelid hood. They're like little stick-on arch things that lift your skin up apparently and do it invisibly. So Peter Gay, I can hear you from here. It's okay, love. So I just want to soften it. I don't like harsh lines. I don't think harsh lines look good on anybody, to be honest with you, but still, I haven't got any clean up stuff beside me. Not very well organised, but anyway. So just taking, I know there'll be a residue on the brush. I'll just go under my eyeliner, eyes, and pull a stupid face. Might look better when I do my eyebrows. I haven't had them actually attended to for nearly 12 months. And they're going a little bit John Howard. If you don't know who John Howard is, or Robert Menzies, just Google it. So another makeup company I admire and that I follow is Talisa from Curated Beauty Brands. She put a shout out about this beautiful little tip for Maybelline. That's my bitch barking. Brow Drama by Maybelline. And I do struggle keeping my eyebrows in place. And this has worked a treat for me. I can actually get that quick definition and shape and control all in one go. So, hey Tilly, she'll want to come in. Alright, so now what I haven't done yet is a bit of shaping. I am a bit of a Revlon fan. I just like the consistency of their products. So this is a Revlon Sculpt and Highlight Kit. Okay, oops. So you can see which is my favourite. I actually use the bronzer powder, and doing it right or wrong, I don't know, but it seems to look okay when I get out there. So just sort of in that natural bobby area. Sometimes I'll go up there, sometimes I'll do the nose. I might get a bit of highlighter and just, you know. So that's that. Blush. Not very good at blush. I've got an angled blush brush. Always tap off the excess, and I don't know, right or wrong, not sure. I don't care. Oh, I do care. Just I know I'm not picture perfect, which is fine. So I'm just looking for my mascara, and this one is by I think they're a American company. It's called Thrive. It's all the you know, vegan, I think, and organic and all that, but it's extends my eyelashes, and as you can see, I've got fairly short eyelashes, so I'm just gonna have to look in the mirror. Trying not to blink. I should have curled them first. I have started doing that. That was Kat Elizabeth got me on to curling eyelashes. Thanks, Kat. So when I'm going out somewhere special or meetings, I'll do that, but otherwise I'll just put a coat on. I tend not to worry about the bottom. Okay. Oh, feels a bit gunky. Okay, so let's get on to my lips. I was on a Facebook group, and one lady had a comment about how can she improve her looks, or, you know, how can she make her feel. She didn't feel beautiful and didn't know what to do. And I said, well, look, just work with what you've got. That's what I do. I mean, I really don't care what other people think about my size. I know for me, I need to do something for my health. But usually I forget that I'm overweight, and it's only when I'm have to do some sort of activity, and I'm either restricted because I can't lift my leg up, so I've got some osteoarthritis in my knees. But pretty much all the time I feel like a super sexy, powerful woman. It's pretty much my life. So for me, my beauty comes from my hair, my eyes and my lips, my voice and my heart and my brain. Okay, so just find what you like and work on it, and stop giving a shit. Just stop giving a fuck about what other people think. Okay, So I do line my lips. I would normally use the same colour as my lipstick, and I always wear red, but my red lipstick pencil, which was a Revlon one, not very impressed with it. It just dried out straight away and it would snap off each time, so that would annoy me. But my lipstick is also Revlon, and it's Certainly Red number 740, and I absolutely love this, and when I die I will be buried wearing this lipstick. So I actually don't need a mirror to do this, but I'll do it anyway. Always check my teeth. Okay. Does it look alright? I think so. So I'll just take these out. Now, I never used to do this. When I was married, I had no care. I had no thought of making myself look, I wouldn't say glamorous, but I just wasn't interested in putting makeup on, I brushed my hair, that was about it. I didn't care what it looked like. And I was just so unhappy. I gave away myself, my whole identity in that marriage. So when I ended the marriage, I decided, as part of my journey back to myself, I was on a spaceship of rediscovery, which was the name of the blog I used to have at that time. And learning how to do hair and makeup was on my hit list. And I would encourage any woman, if you're wanting to change who you are, you don't need to be a glamorous supermodel, but, look, just amp yourself up to the next level. You don't have to know or be a perfect makeup model or makeup artist. I mean, look at me. I mean, hopefully you would look at me there and think, oh, she looks completely different to when she started. So my eyes are emphasised, so are my lips, and my hair, well, I've got a bit of volume, and I'm wearing my crown and my wings as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this and had a bit of a chuckle. If you'd like to continue staying in contact with me, I'd love to hear from you. I'm really invested in supporting other people through their journey of growth and discovery. You can follow me on my podcast series, The Maven's Private Diaries. I have a chats there all the time with different people, and I'll be divulging some of my saucy secrets and saucy past and things that I do that maintain my strength, resilience and sexy. So what did you think? Did you feel that you can do this as well? I certainly hope so. It's not difficult, okay? The thing about change is that you've got to have the guts to put yourself out there. There were two quotes that I held close to my heart during my period of my life when I was so unhappy. The first one is by Vincent van Gogh. What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything? So think about that one. And the second, and I don't know who said this one, but a life lived in fear is a life half lived. I didn't want to live half life. I wanted to live life to the full. So I've been stepping outside my box and taking the lessons that come. I've experienced things like rejection, okay, both in the dating scene and the job scene. I've had people tell me off for things I've said or not said. Take it on board. Don't retreat to a corner and curl up. You need to allow yourself to experience and then process the lessons from the experiences. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. Stick around. I have more to come. It may not always be about makeup. It might be about what I'm wearing. It might be about the books I'm reading and the people I'm talking to. I'm a great believer that your learning journey continues. It doesn't stop until the day you die. All right, so thank you so much for being here. If you want to follow me, you can find me on Facebook on the Spicy Boudoir. My little podcast series, the Maven's Private Diaries, is very easy to find on Spotify and iTunes. And of course, there's the web shop, thespicyboudoir.com. Okay, and again, my name's Susan. It's so good to have you here.